People have buddies. Everyone has. Guys and girls have buddies.
Yeah.
Almost everyone I know has had one in the past.
When Joe wanted to be friends with me, I was just like, well, he must be gay. Like, why would you want to be friends with another man? That didn't make sense to me. And then Joe never has tried to kiss me once.
Didn't they say that he everybody, men and women?
Oh yeah, he banged everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, and then it came out he was banging the guy with the big cube.
It's like some secret it's gone on forever and ever. He goes, but it's nothing. It's mostly just a place where guys hang out.
They say that.
If you could make $1,000 an hour beating guys off.
Yeah.
It started as like a...
Joe Rogan has exposed how young new actors are forced by their older mentor actors to have gay relationships with them and are also encouraged to be fake in their entire career, resulting in a lot of wrath building up inside them, making them tyrants and villains behind the camera as they grow up.
Could really make it, they become nightmares because they want to punish people for all those years they were insecure, for all those years where they weren't getting picked, for all those years you pieces of shit didn't recognize my talent.
He said these actors are mentored to be fake because they need to be picked for work, and so they need to be on the good side of everybody.
With actors, it's all about getting that person in the room who's the casting agent or the producer to like them. That's all it is. So
Jaguar Wright also pointed out that these mentors force the young actors into weird sexual activities in the name of helping them.
They're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed help.
Empire actor Bryshere is one of those who had a questionable mentor whom he always looked uncomfortable around.
So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
And we all know how bad he ended up after making it in the industry.
Up first tonight, we're following breaking news in the arrest of Bryshere Gray, one of the stars of the hit show Empire. Tonight, we're seeing hours of new video from his July arrest that ended with his wife flagging down police.
So how exactly do the older actors force the younger ones into gay affairs? Let us get into it. For years, there have been numerous allegations that claim that older men in Hollywood were abusing new actors for the sake of fame and prosperity in the industry. In his podcast, Joe Rogan claimed that these new actors ended up with crude personalities as they grew in the industry due to all they have been enduring under their mentors to get where they are.
Could really make it, they become nightmares because they want to punish people for all those years they were insecure, for all those years where they weren't getting picked, for all those years you pieces of shit didn't recognize my talent.
Jaguar, who has been revealing secrets from the industry, also claimed that former Empire star Bryshere Gray ran out of the Smiths' house due to what the couple were allegedly doing to him, despite the fact that Will Smith had taken Gray under his wing as his mentor. Just like Joe Rogan had claimed, Gray ended up with a not-so-good personality after gaining fame, and he ended up being arrested multiple times for assault. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, cops in Maricopa, Arizona were called by a woman claiming that she and Gray were seeing each other, but telling the officer his behavior was escalating and she was concerned for her safety. From the documents, the woman claimed Gray threw a box of food at her and pulled her hair, and she also told cops about other instances where he'd shout at her. Over the years, Gray has had multiple run-ins with law enforcement, including a domestic-related disturbance, and he even allegedly failed to inform his probation officer about these incidents. Before this offense, Gray had pled guilty in 2021 to felony aggravated assault, following a standoff with a SWAT team at his home the year before. As part of his deal, Gray was sentenced to 10 days in county jail and was placed on 3 years probation. For someone who had such an amazing career, how did he end up where he did? Was it years of wrath building inside him that had erupted? Maybe. What we know for sure is that young actors are being harassed both mentally and sexually by their so-called mentors and people they look up to. And this was proven by the case of Kevin Spacey. Speaking out in the wake of the allegation of harassment against Kevin Spacey, male actors said abuse against boys and young men is taboo but pervasive in the industry. According to actors and lawyers who are speaking up about misconduct and harassment, Hollywood has a rampant and pervasive problem of men abusing boys and other young men. It's a very taboo subject, said Alex Winter, an actor and director who said he was a victim as a preteen child actor. I don't know of any boys in any pocket of the entertainment industry that do not encounter some form of predatory behavior. It's really not a safe environment. Spacey was accused of making unwanted advances towards Star Trek actor Anthony Rapp, who says he was 14 years old at the time of the alleged incident in 1986. According to Anthony, Spacey, who was 26 at the time, lay on top of him and tried to seduce him. Spacey apologized after BuzzFeed published Rapp's allegations, saying he did not remember the encounter and that if he had done what Rapp described, it would have been deeply inappropriate, drunken behavior. To worsen his case, Spacey also formally came out as gay in the same statement, a move that outraged LGBT activists and actors, who said it was a cruel deflection that caused harm by linking his sexuality to an allegation of abuse, fueling the homophobic myth that gay men are predators. Regardless of his sexuality, Spacey still did what he did to the young boy, and he might have forgotten, but Anthony has had to live with that his entire life. To some, the Spacey controversy has been a painful reminder that young gay actors can be particularly vulnerable to mistreatment, and that influential men wield their power to abuse both men and women. It's a pervasive problem in Hollywood, said Los Angeles attorney Tony Jaramillo, who has represented men in the entertainment industry in harassment cases. She said that men can be coerced into sex or assaulted in professional contexts and are often afraid to speak out. The common challenge is the fear of not being believed and the fear of having the situation turned around against them to suggest that they are instigating it or they are finding opportunities to sleep their way into a role. Anthony, who is an openly gay actor known for his role in the original cast of the musical Rent, said he was compelled to speak out following the avalanche of harassment allegations against movie producer Harvey Weinstein, whose behavior has been called an open secret. It's no coincidence that claims of sexual misconduct surfaced due to the damning allegations Harvey Weinstein faced. The story pushed conversations about misconduct and harassment to the forefront, not only in Hollywood, but also in the culture at large. Specifically, it brought to light the complicated issue of how gay men interact with one another in Hollywood, a conversation that has yet to reach the same fever pitch. Gloria Allred, the feminist attorney who took on Donald Trump and Bill Cosby, said in an interview that she had fielded numerous calls from potential clients following the Spacey allegations, with most claiming their perpetrators were men with big status in Hollywood. Harassment of gay men in the industry is rampant, she said, adding, "It's as serious a problem as it is with women." Anthony Rapp's story sparked debate about whether harassment and even childhood abuse of men were also open secrets in Hollywood. Wilson Cruz, a gay actor who played Rapp's love interest in Star Trek, also spoke about being harassed at a gay, lesbian, and straight education network awards event, saying older gentlemen made offers when he was young, adding, "I did not take them up on it, but it was uncomfortable. He was in his late 20s, and he thought that by not engaging, he was going to lose his career since it's been quietly accepted as the norm in a lot of ways." Gay actor Charlie Carver, known for The Leftovers and Teen Wolf, alluded to his own experiences at the same event, saying, "I'm not a stranger to it. This will hopefully open up a discussion about men and power dynamics in general. Maybe it has to do with exerting masculinity." Eliza Bayard, Gilson's executive director, said she was grateful to hear them speak out. "In our culture, there is an extra cone of shame and silence around boys and men who experience harassment that can prevent them from getting help." Tyler Grasham also faced formal accusations that he assaulted and harassed young male actors in recent days. Finn Wolfhard, the 14-year-old actor who acted in Stranger Things, even parted ways with APA and agent Tyler Grasham. The move came as Grasham was facing a string of claims that he acted inappropriately with young aspiring male actors, including actor-turned-filmmaker Blaise Godbey-Lippman. One of the allegations came from Lippman, who used Facebook to allege that he had been assaulted by a prominent talent agent from the firm APA. He declined to name the agent, but offered a few details. "We had a business lunch to discuss potential representation. He ordered me a drink. I said I was 17. He said, 'Don't be rude. This is business. This is how things are done.' I didn't know better. He got me drunk." Such a tired cliche. He's still at APA representing tons of young talent, using a position of power to coerce young boys. Like Weinstein, everyone knows. After sharing the post, Lippman said that he received a poke on Facebook from Grasham, despite the fact that they are not connected on the social media platform. The move prompted Lippman to post additional details and the name of the man he claimed assaulted him. He added that after the alleged incident took place, and Lippman rejected him, Grasham would have his friends drunkenly call him and berate him, in addition to orchestrating a smear campaign of sorts to damage his reputation and out him. Lippman, who is gay, was not out at the time, and considering he was young, he didn't do anything since he desperately wanted acceptance within the industry. After Lippman's accusations made the move from social media to mainstream media, first posted by the Rap's Matt Donnelly, additional men came forward with claims of their own. One of them, Lucas Ozarovsky, shared details of an interaction he had with Grasham in January 2016. Tyler was trying to get me highly intoxicated, buying me drink after drink. Eventually, I had to start leaving them in the bathroom to avoid suspicion, he claims in a message sent to The Hollywood Reporter. Later that night, Lucas alleged that Tyler reaches over and shoved his hand aggressively down Lucas's front pants and grabs his genitalia. He forcibly ripped his hand out get-up, telling him that that was highly inappropriate before leaving Tyler's his home. He adds, "I'd like to state that I have nothing against APA or Tyler's clientele. I wish them all the best through this tough time. It seems like there's more to lose for the young male actors if they spoke up, and Gloria Allred also said it can be especially difficult for gay actors in Hollywood to come forward with harassment claims if they are not open about their sexuality. Many of the victims are still in the closet. That makes them extra vulnerable," she said, adding, "It's fear that keeps them silent. They feel they just won't be believed against the denial of a rich, powerful, famous celebrity." As more and more victims talk about their experiences, we hope their stories would come to light and they would get the justice they deserve. A fan on X, previously Twitter, said, Finn Wolfhard did not accuse former agent Tyler Grasham of sexual assault. Finn did fire Grasham and parted ways with his former agency, APA, following allegations that Grasham had sexually assaulted aspiring young male actors. Another said, there are even male voice actors coming out and saying they've been assaulted or otherwise harassed at this point. So what's your take on how male actors are being treated in Hollywood? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculation and opinions. And if you enjoyed this content, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.